love the film, really enjoyable. I think audiences, people just love heist movies. There's this conflict always, and I think in this film there's a comic level with all the characters because you're all such rich characters. How do you think the story here, the heist story and the characters gel to make it such a fun experience for audiences?
I think because they're working class, they work for their money and they work for their living, and that should be our audience too. I mean, everyone has to work in order to survive, and so they're how many of them? It's six everymen or every man.
One.
Woman, one lady. It's 5 every man and 1 every lady.
There's something, especially today. I was interested to read, actually, that the film was conceived a while ago, but today, watching it, it's so relevant, it's so topical. How do you think that topicality of the small guys taking on the big guy, the swindler, how's that going to play with audiences?
I hope it plays very well. I hope it sort of, manages to touch on something that people are already kind of thinking about. Sometimes, in the middle of a presidential campaign, there's a political movie and people are sick of hearing about politics and stuff. They just don't want to go see that movie. They'd rather go see, like, Godzilla. But I think maybe now with the Occupy Wall Street and as Gabby points out, it being, the economy not being in great shape, that maybe it'll be an opportunity to kind of, see something that's about some of the ideas that people are thinking about, and also to laugh about it and to have a really good time and kind of be both escape and topical at the same time.
You are actually kind of the one voice of reason in the film. You're kind of like, guys, we can't do this. This is crazy. Right. Is that because you're so experienced from Ocean's 11, from the heist genre?
It could be. I just, I don't know why. That wasn't always in there, but I think I remember reading it and talking to Brett about it and sort of deciding that somebody had to address how ludicrous the plan was, how absurd the whole idea was, just so that it grounds the movie, So I hate when you go to a movie and you're watching something and everyone's on board for some ridiculous idea and nobody says, like, what? So I had to be that guy.
And you have like a real skill set. I mean, none of the other guys really, other than knowing the building, they can't really add much, but you can. You're a safe cracker.
Yeah, that was really fun. They actually taught me how to crack a safe, which was pretty awesome, and I really learned how to do it. And when we were shooting it, I would literally, we'd reset, and I would reset my safe, and I'd make sure it was locked before doing it again, because I really wanted to do it every time, and I got faster and faster. I could do it within 30 seconds.
That's not true.
I can too.
That's not true, yeah.
It is true. You weren't even there. You didn't even know, Casey.
You weren't in the scene. Eddie Murphy was in the scene with you.
Yeah, ask Eddie.
I will. I'll ask him. Was he a formidable co-star, colleague?
Yeah. He's intimidating, as everyone is asking. He is, because he's fantastically funny and, has this great, long career. And, I grew up watching him, and he really is an icon. But standing next to him, he's such a nice dude that, he really made me feel comfortable. I mean, I was shaking on the inside still, but I could at least pretend that I was, feeling fancy next to him.
And what about with Brett and shooting on location right here in New York City? I mean, it looked amazing. Is Brett just like a crazy guy to work with?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun. He's got a lot of energy, and what's great about Brett is that he brings together people and then sort of lets them do their thing. And so he got a great camera department, and then he just lets he kind of lets them shoot, and he's not too. He doesn't micromanage too much, and I think it lets people like Gabby be great at what they can do, and lets the camera people be great at what they can do, and that was really nice to see.